Okay. Now we come to the last point. 9 gold medals. 9 gold medals. Have you done this in the class?
No.
No? Anyone has done this in the class? Have you all read the poem? Okay. Now, actually, how many gold medals are there in any race? How many gold medals are there in any race?
3.
3 gold.
3 gold medals.
Sorry.
Gold medals and 1. Total medals are 3.
1.
First, second, third.
Yeah, medals are 3.
Gold medals.
Gold medals is only 1. How is it 9 gold medals here?
She might have won 9 different races.
No.
All 9
The
of them.
gold medals here are the 9 children who participated in the race.
Some might have fallen down.
Yeah, this is the poem written about 9 children who were special children, specially abled children. Specially abled children. I didn't use the word normal. They're specially able. Previously, we would say, oh, they're disabled. They are not normal children. They're handicapped. These are very harsh languages to be used for such type of children. Now we use it in a little more polite manner. Differently abled. It's called euphemism. What's a euphemism? Euphemism is when you put a very harsh reality in a soft manner. Like if somebody has gone and stolen money, don't say, my God, he's a thief, he's stolen money. We will say, he has misappropriated money. We try to make it more soft. I won't say he has stolen money. He has misappropriated my money. Or euphemism is putting a harsh reality in soft ways, in soft words. These are differently abled children. Now, we normal children, we are normal. And when we are participating in a race, we put in so much of effort, so much of practice, so many months, so much of hard physical work, so much of diet, so much of everything, just to win that 1 gold medal. And in all our preparation, there is nothing that is instilled in us except you have to win, you have to win, you have to win. Nowhere have they said, be human. Be human. Nowhere have they treated you or taught you or trained you to be human. Be competitive, kill in the form of, not literally killing the person. Kill your competitor means, in other words, do better than him. Now, these were 9 differently abled children who, like normal children, were practicing and practicing and practicing. And then on the day when they were standing in a row and the gun was shot, and they heard the gunshot, and they all were running. One of them fell down. One of them fell down. The remaining 8 came back, picked him up, held his hand, and carried on the race. That's why they were called 9 gold medals. These were the 9 gold medals, not the medal that you wear. That medal is only 1. 9 gold, because they showed human characteristics, human traits. Now, will normal people behave in that manner? No. These differently abled people behaved in that manner. If you go to a mental hospital or mental asylum, I'll tell you 2 stories. asylum, you will find that there are all people who are mentally off. And in that area, it is so quiet. They're just roaming around. They may be mad. They may be talking to the trees. They may be talking to the stone. They may be fighting among themselves, But there's a quiet, there's a peace. Outside that asylum, where all normal people are working and normal people are living, you're finding fights, you're finding traffic jams, you're finding traffic accidents, all normal people. All normal people. So ultimately, let us think, who is really normal? We or they? Now I'll tell you one story. I was just newly married in the year 1978. And we went to London. And since we were newly married, we had a very small budget. Just newly married, small budget. So my husband said, I'll take you to show you all my relatives who are living in London. So he said, now it's expensive to travel by the bus. It's all in pounds, no? So we will hire a car. And it is cheaper because I'll be driving the car. We only have to fill the petrol and I will take you to these various places. So we hired not a posh car, a small car. It was then called the Morris Minor.
Car is cheaper.
Pardon me?
You said you will travel by bus.
Yeah, travel by bus. But then see what happens is the bus will not take you into the different, it'll take you on the main road. No? We have to go into buying. So it's better for us to hire a car and take us all over the place, or hire a motorcycle and take it rather than wait for a taxi or for a public conveyance. And public conveyance is not all that cheap. It's expensive. So we said, okay, and then we hired a small little car, second hand or maybe third hand also, who knows. But we bought because whatever we could afford, we did it. And while we were driving, my husband was driving, okay, one of those wheels fell off and rolled into the gutter. Dry, the gutter was dry. And next to the gutter was a very tall, huge, tall wall, a very high wall. And on top of that wall was a man sitting down there and he was dangling his legs. And we got out of the car was on one side. I got it from the car and my husband got it and said, now what we will do? We were thinking as to how to rectify this problem. That man, he said, ma'am, take out one nut from the remaining three, okay? Take this and put it. All four nuts fell off, no? That's how this wheel fell off. You take one from the remaining three, put on this tree, and then drive to the nearest petrol pump, and you buy 4 nuts and replace all the nuts which you have lost. Good idea. My husband said, good idea. It's a very good idea. Then I said, what is this place? He said, this is a mental asylum. That man is telling me, this is a mental asylum. And you are an inmate of that place? Are you a mental person? He says, man, I may be mad, but I'm not stupid. I may be a madman, but I'm not stupid. I found out a solution to your problem. We were intelligent. We are normal. We are not mad. But it took us time for us to think of taking one nut from the remaining 3 and putting it on this one and then driving further. He said, take out one fast, very fast. He gave us a solution. Very often, these people who are in the mental asylum are very intelligent people. Some of them are very intelligent, but something went wrong and they got a nervous breakdown. Something went wrong. They were not able to take it and they blew up the fuse. Now, this is the story of 9 gold medals. 9 gold medals is a poem about brotherhood, humanity, caring for each other, not being selfish. Okay? The athletes had come from so many countries. Athletes means those who are running the race. They came from various countries. That means this was Olympics. Olympics, different countries, Olympics. To run for the gold, for the silver, and for the bronze. They were all running for those 3 medals. Many weeks and months in training, all building up to the games. They were training and training and training. For weeks and for months, they were training to build up muscle, to build up stamina, to build up speed, to build up a way of gaining or earning or winning those medals for the games. Here, nobody tells you how specially able they are. We don't know. So far, we just feel that they are normal people. All around the spectators, the field spectators were gathered. They were all around. You know, they have the amphitheater arrangement. They have the amphitheater arrangement. You know, the benches are arranged, and those who pay the most are on top. Less money, less. All around the field, the spectators were gathered. Who are the spectators? Those who are there to witness the game, to cheer the people. Cheering on the young women and men. There were so many, not only these handicapped children, there were others also who are participating. After that, the final event of the day was approaching, the last race about to begin. The last race was the race of these specially able children. Otherwise, all other races were normal people. Okay? They were all over. Last race was left. The loudspeakers called out the names of the runners. The 100 meters, the race to be run. And 9 young athletes stood there determined. 9 gold medals, 9 athletes stood there. They were determined, and poised means they were ready, in position. How are you in position? You're bending down, one, you get up, and then they shoot, and then you run. Okay? Poised means in position. For the sound of the gun, they were alert. Which gun? The gun that will start the race. The signal was given. The pistol exploded. The signal was given, maybe the flag was brought down. And the pistol was shot. And so did the runners on hearing the sound. What happened? The pistol exploded and the runners also exploded. And they also left their stationary position and they all ran hearing the sound. But the youngest among them stumbled and staggered. He stumbled, staggered, fell down. And he fell on his knees to the ground. He gave out a cry of frustration and anguish. Why frustration? Why anguish? Why was he frustrated? Why was he anguished? He had practiced for so long, and now was the time for him to won the medal, and he was frustrated that all his effort had gone waste. Anguish, full of anxiety. What will my parents say? Anxious as to how he's going to face the crowd. His dreams and his efforts were dashed in the dirt. Everything was dashed in the dirt, all his dreams. Why was he anxious? Because all his dreams of winning the medal landed up in the dirt because he fell and became one with the dirt. But as sure as I'm standing here telling the story, now it's a strange one, but here's what occurred. But but I'm telling you the truth, as true as I am standing here. Something very strange happened immediately after that. Occurred means something strange happened immediately after that. The 8 other athletes stopped in their tracks. All of them stopped. The ones who had trained for so long to compete, all of them had trained. All of them had trained to compete, to destroy the other. One by one, they turned round and came back to help him and lifted the lad to his feet. Then all the 9 runners joined hands and continued. The 100 meters reduced to a walk. Why to a walk? Because this boy was damaged. So instead of running, they were now walking. They couldn't run. So this boy was there. He was handicapped. He had hurt his leg. He couldn't walk. He couldn't run. So they said he'll walk. And they all walked. And the banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been nearer the mark. These were Special Olympics for specially able children. This was a specialty. That they may have been physically disabled, but mentally they were able to help and reach out to each other. That was the specialty of these Olympics. Despite the fact that they were differently abled, they behaved really in a very abnormal manner, positively. Abnormal because normal people would not behave in that manner, leaving their tracks, coming back and helping somebody who has fallen down. They would trample upon him and run. They would trample upon him and run. Could not have been more nearer the mark. That's how the race ended with 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still. And the banner above the 9 smiling faces said more than these words ever will, said more than these words ever will. The actions spoke louder than these words. No words can explain the feeling of those 9 medals and the feeling of the crowd and how much the crowd learned from these specially able children. These were Special Olympics. The speciality was not in their disability. The speciality lay in their feeling for each other and the brotherhood that they showed on that day. Clear? Okay. Now, here we have only one figure of speech and there. Stumble and stagger is alliteration. And the signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners on hearing the sound. That's hyperbole. It's an exaggerated statement. Such a big pistol exploding, no, it was only a shot. But he has exaggerated it. It's an exaggerated statement, therefore it's called hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement. Exaggerated statement. Hyperbole. Okay, these are the two. Now this is a poem about brotherhood. 9 medals with the 9 participants. And Special Olympics means they were specially abled children. Okay? You two fellows are having a time of your life there at the back. Huh? What are you doing?
Two more figures of speech repetition and inversion.
I didn't hear you.
2 more figures of speech repetition and inversion.
Inversion and?
Repetition.
Repetition. Inversion is which one now?
Said more than these words earlier. The same goes for what next.
But inversion is not in your course. Huh? It's in your course? No. Where are you reading it from?
Volume.
It's not in your inversion, not in your course. Because there's got simple things like you know simile, metaphor, you know. Synecdoche I explained to you. Synecdoche and metonymy I explained to you. Synecdoche and metonymy, no, I explained to you. Personification, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Style.
I didn't hear you.
Style.
Style.
Yes.
Style is your AB, the pattern.
Yeah.
That's repetition. How are you saying?
And they came to the finish line holding hands.
Yes.
It is a repetition.
It is holding hands, no HH, no? Yeah, that is that, correct. Holding hands is alliteration, yes. Now listen to me, what is synecdoche and what is metonymy? Synecdoche means part for the whole, and metonymy means word for the whole. Did you understand this? No. I'll tell you. I'll explain to you. Suppose I bought a car. I say, come, see my new wheels. See my. I explained this to you now. So, wheels is a part of the car. It's a part of the whole body. It stands for the car. And if I say, come and see my new ride, ride is only a word. So ride is metonymy, word. It also stands for the car. It's a word. While wheels is a part. It's a noun. So that becomes synecdoche. And ride is metonymy. Okay? What else? Now read your notes from the volume and do the question answers. Hurry up. With this, we have finished up. So next time when I come, we'll start with which lesson now? Chief Seattle speech is there for you?
No.
Not there. Old man at the bridge.
From 6.
An angel in disguise. That's already done with you. The little match girl is also done. Blue bead is done. My greatest Olympic prize. And all summer in a day. So these two have to be done. Okay. Okay. Are you sure about this portion being factored? Which school are you from? Yeah, you. St. Mary. You boy. Ryan. You.
Ryan.
Reliance.
Ryan.
Ryan. And you?
Hold
Yeah, he said you're in Bodar. So this girl, Kutsekta, is not there in your school?
Sorry.
That girl whose name I mentioned just now? Kutsekta is not in your school?
No, sorry.
Of course. Where do you stay?
She itself, locals.
Locals, you stay there. It's here, very close by.
Poised is ready, right?
Huh?
Poised.
Boys is getting ready in position, getting ready in position.
Staggered.
Huh?
Staggered.
Staggered is shaking.
Trembling.
It is stumbling. Actually, this word staggered is, if you have to see how it is used in the sentence. It was a staggering amount, staggering huge amount. And here staggering means shaking. Actually, the staggering amount means it was such a huge amount that I was shaking. That's meaning.
What is stumbled? Stumbled. Stumbled.
Stumble is fall, no? Falling down. Stumble.
Tripping. Tripping.
Stepping.
Tripping.
Tripping. Correct.
We will define anguish.
Anguish, anxiety. You are asking me to do your entire portion. All your homework I'll do. You only write. And you're not supposed to use a pen in that book. Use pencil. bite your nails? What happened? Why are you nervous? Or is it a habit that you have to bite your nails? Huh?
It's just a habit.
Why are you doing it? What makes you do it? Shall we do a little bit of grammar also, children? Yeah, I'll give you some sentences. Did I give you any sentences? Do as directed? No? Okay. So, take this do at home, for homework. Okay? Now I'm giving you some sentences. Don't come with your work not done. Or he will say, Miss, I did my work, but my book I left at home by mistake. He will tell me like that only. Most of them will do the same thing. Come on, do as directed. Ashok is taller than Ravi. No book?
Sorry,
No exercise book you have?
what do you have to do for the sentence?
I'll tell you. No paper you have?
I'll take a page from.
Do as directed. Do as directed. Ashok is taller than Ravi. Change the degree of comparison. Change the degree of comparison. Have you all been taught degrees of comparison? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, 9th standard.
Ashok is taller than. Ashok is
But this year you are not being taught. Okay. Ashok is taller than Ravi. Change the degree of comparison. Next one. What is the comparison?
Yeah, it's there, but
I will tell you. No other country is as rich as America. Make it superlative. Make it superlative. Make it superlative. No other country is as rich as America. No other metal is as heavy as lead. Make it comparative. No other metal is as heavy as lead. Make it comparative. Very few Indians are as rich as Azim Premji. Very few Indians are as rich as Azim Premji. Use richer instead of rich.
As rich as
Azim Premji.
rain, ash,
ASIM
us,
PREMJI. Premji. Wipro के chairman.
use richer.
Use richer instead of rich. Next one, he will wash his clothes, change the voice. He will wash his clothes, change the voice. Next one, why did he deprive you of your property? Why did he deprive you of your property?
Of your property.
Of your property. Begin, why were you? Begin, why were you? Next one, we must listen to his music. We must listen to his music. Begin his music. Begin his music. Next, he will be elected secretary by the group. He will be elected secretary by the group. Begin the group. Next one, short dresses are being worn again.
Sorry.
Short dresses are being worn again. Short dresses are being worn again. Don't bend so low. Sit up straight and right. You'll spoil your eyesight. Short dresses are being worn again. Begin, ladies are. Begin, ladies are. Next one, 3 men are loading the cart. 3 men are loading the cart. Begin the cart. Begin the cart. Now just do that. Right. When you want to do tomorrow, next year,
No, no.
again he's bending down. Straight back. if your table is too low, keep 2 books and on top of the book you write. Next.
No, I don't know the first one.
How many is still writing? Arrange. Finished? You finished. Finished? Okay? You?
Yeah.
What's the first answer? Ashok is taller than Ravi. Change the degree of comparison. So, no. It's only two people
Ashok is more taller than
taller. You have not changed the degree of comparison. It's still taller only. What you wrote? Ravi is. You got and changed the.
Ravi is tallest than.
No.
Ashok is tallest than.
Tallest is. See, you.
I've written Ashok is the tallest.
No. That means you all don't know degrees of comparison. Ravi is not as tall as Ashok. Ravi is not as tall as Ashok. Okay, just leave. Okay, yeah, change the correction. Ravi is not as tall as Ashok. No other country is as rich as America. Yeah, you?
America is richer than any other country.
America is richer. Oh, is the richest. Make it superlative. Make it superlative. So, America is the richest country
Richest country in the world.
in the world.
Of all.
Of all countries in the world. Superlative. Next one. No metal is as heavy as lead. Make it comparative.
Lead is the heaviest.
Lead is, no other metal is as heavy. So lead is,
Not as heavy. No.
Come.
Lead is heavier than any other.
yes, comparative, no heavier.
And lead is more heavier than any
No,
other.
you don't say more heavier. You should either say heavier or more heavy. Very few Indians are as rich as Ashton Premji.
I'm not
No. Very few Indians are as rich as, very few Indians are not richer than, they're as rich as she is. They're as rich as he is, but they're not richer than he is.
Ashton Premji is richer than most of the Indians.
Ashton Premji is most correct. Is richer than most of the Indians, also correct, yeah. He will wash his clothes. Yes, you.
Clothes will be washed by
His clothes will be washed by him. Why did he deprive you of your property? Why did he deprive you? Come on, why were you?
deprived of the property by.
No, why?
Why were you deprived of your property by?
Why were you deprived of your property by him? Why were you deprived of? The word of, the preposition of is important. We must listen
There
to.
should be a question mark here.
Yeah. We must listen to his music.
His music must be listened to by us.
Must be listened to by us. He will be elected secretary by the group. You
The group.
The group will elect him as secretary.
correct. Short dresses are being worn again.
Ladies
Are wearing short dresses again. 3 men are loading the cart.
Cart is being loaded by 3 men.
This is simple. That means I have to teach you. Once we finish the textual matter, we will start with grammar. And when it's grammar means it will be extensive, exercises for revision, which I will give you. So please make sure you come with your exercise book and don't keep borrowing. With great difficulty, he brings his books. Huh?
I thought I packed it.
You thought you don't open up your bag before you.
No, as I was packing it, but then I guess I didn't find it. Like, I didn't find the.
So then, because you didn't find it, you came without it. Ah, yes, he says yes. And that piece of paper will go into the kacha daba. Then, pack up. Next time, I don't know whether Rituman will come to teach you. I won't even teach you. I don't know. Hey, where you going? Sit down. It's not yet 8:35. 8:32 it is. Still 3 minutes more. You'll have started your school in full earnest now? Or you're online again? Because of the rain, some of the schools have closed down. What about COVID? No, not affecting you all.
Some children are having, but they are not closing.
But the children are not coming to school, no? But you never see, this time this COVID is something very different. The symptoms are more for the stomach, not the lungs. Previously it was the lungs and people would die because of lack of oxygen. Now it's the stomach. Nobody's dying. Sorry, we don't want anybody to die. But the COVID is there. It's attacking different parts of the body. Many years ago, there was one money family staying in your way. On the first floor, Francis Money, Fraser Money. They were coming new into the building.
Not first. My first father was born.
Honestly, you should know the money family. They were the first. Look, terraces, you said. It's at the side of APJ building.
No, sorry.
It's at the side of APJ building, APJ house.
Liberty.
Huh?
Liberty side of the building.
Any difficulty you have in your other work, any other? No? How have you fared in your English? Have you done English paper test?
No.
In UT classes, you must be having tests, no?
No, English.
20 minutes, 20 marks test.
Yeah, I
test.
had English test.
Till now you not had?
I had one.
You had one. How you had and they did not have?
I don't know. I just came
I
there
guess
and gave it.
he has
And-
taken the test series.
Yes, I've taken the test.
Test series also. You all are regular children.
Yes, we have taken classroom test.
Huh?
Classroom something.
Class
We have
test.
also taken, we also have the test series, but we haven't got
But how he got his test and you have not?
Those test series wala practice.
class now.
You all must have,
We are for class tests and he is for test series.
Yes.
So you have taken for test series also, you said, no? Or class
Yeah, like
test?
Class, basically class.
They are like different.
Yeah, so class test, so far you have not had class test? Not at all?
all.
Not a single one? Okay, go.